Be making basics.
What's going on, y'all? It's Ever J again, back with another video. In this particular lecture, what I'm going to be covering is the main plugins that we're going to be using. Now, just to clarify this, there's an extensive level of plugins that you can or cannot use. Okay, you can choose what you want to choose, use what you want to use. In this course, I really wanted to cover what I use on a day-to-day basis. Okay. So let's jump right into it. First of all, I got or purchased the gold bundle from Waves, and it came with a whole lot of different plugins. And a reason why I purchased the bundle instead of doing each individual one, I mean, you just get a lot of extras that you could use down the line, especially like for vocals and different things like that. But since we're only mixing the beat, you don't really need to process or over process, the music. You feel me? So I'm going to go ahead and go over these plugins. The first plugin I want to talk about is a plugin called the Valhalla Room. Okay. This is a very good reverb. You can affect a lot of different things in here. I'm going to be showing you how to use the reverb and the effect, use the different effects and stuff like that, or twist the different knobs to, control the sound. But this, or later on in the course, but this is my go-to reverb. Now, there's other reverbs that you can get in Waves bundles, but this Valhalla Room just sounds very warm. It has a real good sound to it. So that's one of the plugins we're gonna be using. The EQ, I'm really just using this 4-band EQ. It's just a Q4 or the Q10 equalizer. Okay, has 4 bands. I selected the 4-band one. It's the 25th anniversary edition. I'm pretty much not gonna need too many more bands than that. You can select up to like the 6 or 8, even more than that. Let me kind of show you what I mean. If you go down here to where you get the Qs here, all the way up into a 10-band EQ, I always go with the stereo. But I've found most of the time that using the techniques that I'm gonna be showing you in this course, you don't really need too much more than 4 bands. Okay, really 2 should suffice, but a 4-band EQ. We also have this thing called MV2. This plugin is pretty dope. I'm using this plugin a lot of times, really kind of as a compressor to kind of boost signals. Okay, we can say this is a compressor or a maximizer, however you want to phrase it, but this MV2 plugin works wonders when it comes to making your beats sound more punchier and things of that nature. So that's one of the plugin we'll be using. We also have this thing called the R compressor. You could use this in here as well to get some more oomph. We got a basic compressor right here that I use. It's the C1 comp. You just come in here like so, and it's all the way up. It's just the basic compressor here, but it's, again, since it's a Waves bundle, everything sounds a whole lot more crisp and clear and just sexy. You know what I mean? Last plugin I'm going to show you outside of the master plugin right here is this delay. Okay, I use this a lot. This is a Waves hybrid line H delay plugin. Pretty dope processing power with this and plugin. Okay. Last thing I use is, and I know this is not necessarily a Waves plugin, but I'm going to still share about it. It's iZotope Ozone 7. I know there's other versions, but you want to get some type of iZotope mastering plugin for this, because I do use this on every beat. And I put this plugin on the master output bus. Okay, bus, excuse me. So those are our plugins. That's what we're going to be using. I might throw in another plugin here and there, but for the most part, and actually this guy really, I don't use that much, but really these five plugins, 6 if you count this iZotope, is all I use to mix my beats. Okay, so you don't have to pull them all up right now, but just so you know, those are the ones I'm using. If you want to look those up, you can. I'll throw in some extra freebies of other things that I'm using. One is through these guys called Cable Guys. they have these plugins. One is free. I think this Pancake plugin was free, and this Halftime plugin was pretty cheap. But I use these two plugins a lot as well. So you'll look up Cable Guys, spelled all in one word, and put plugins after that in Google. Their site will come up. These two plugins are what I'm using as well. This Pancake plugin is pretty dope. Basically, what it will do is it'll give your mix a little space and jumpiness to it. You know, kind of ping pong some of the sounds around without having to go in there and automate it manually. You can automate, you know, panning going left and right. A whole lot of cool things. We'll be talking about more in detail in the course. And then another plugin or bonus plugin is this Cable Guys Halftime. Okay, Halftime plugin. That's a dope plugin too. What that does is it slows the beat down. So say if I put this on the guitar, let's just listen to see how that sounds. Instead of it sounding like the regular speed, it's gonna be like kind of slow, screwed and chopped vibe. You know, compared to if I turned it off. So it's a lot of cool tricks and stuff that you can do with stuff like that. I'm going to take that off here. Last plugin that I do tend to use sometimes is this plugin by Jules Jaden. It's a Saucy Distortion. We might use that a little bit in the course, but you know, this is a pretty dope plugin right here. So these are the main plugins. I mean, again, it's really just going to be top 5. This Valhalla room for the reverb, you know, a 4-band EQ from Waves, this V2 plugin right here, this compressor. This is a C1 comp, okay, or compression. All right, this hybrid delay. I use that some, and then there's some bonus as far as the bonus plugins I use: the Pancake, Halftime, and Saucy Distortion, and of course I got the iZotope on the master stereo output. Okay, so those are the plugins. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit lengthy or kind of dragging on, but I really wanted to cover that first before we actually get into the material. So thanks for watching. If you have questions, let me know. See you in the next lecture. Peace.